It's like a natural sort of tonic, you know. I'm very open. I've had anxiety in the past and other, you know, it's a lot of women that swim actually. We're all very open.
What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Total Sport, and today we're once again showcasing a minority sport. And today we're talking about open water swimming, and we're joined by Joe here. How are you, Joe? You good?
Yeah, I'm great, thanks. I've been in the sea, so I'm kind of buzzing.
And that's what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about sort of the mental benefits of open water swimming later on in the show. But first off, the most important thing is, how are you? Are you okay during this time? Obviously, we've just, when we're recording this, just received a roadmap, which is a bit of a boost. So how are you anyway?
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone's had a really rocky year in all sorts of different ways. Yeah, right now I'm good. Lockdown was quite hard for me and my family. Gosh, I was supposed to get married last summer, and unfortunately that's all off, and relationship off, not just the wedding. And yeah, unfortunately, my mum got really sick. So I've been in a bubble with my family, but she's doing really well. She's had brain surgery, 2 tumours removed, some lung tumours, but it's a good, we've had some positive news today. So I'm feeling, yeah, really positive.
Exactly. So we're going to talk about firstly open water swimming. Before, so you're based. Where are you based at the moment in terms of your location?
Yeah, at the moment I am on the beautiful Isle of Wight, right on the coast in a aptly named place called Seaview. So literally, you know, 2 minutes from the beach.
Yeah, so in terms of access for open water swimming, it is limited, of course, for people. If you don't have water near you, it's going to be quite difficult. But talk about how you first got into it. I heard it was quite recently.
Yeah, I mean, literally, I have never had any ambition to go in, you know, freezing cold water in the sea. I probably, like most people, like a tropical holiday, you know, a bit of snorkeling, warm sea. So I literally fell into it by accident. I was down here swimming in August, which is probably about 17 degrees, you know, quite nice for the UK. And I just saw this news report about a group that had started over in sort of Gosport, Portsmouth area called Win the Morning, Win the Day. And it was a group of people meeting on Fridays really early, having a walk and a swim for mental health. And I just loved the idea of it and started kind of asking around if anyone was doing that on the Isle of Wight, and discovered there's a whole community here who go outdoor swimming all year round, right through the winter. So that's how I heard about it, and it was kind of fate. It was weird. I don't know if I believe in fate, but I was looking for something, and yeah, I just thought I'm going to keep swimming into the autumn. Never in a million years thought I'd swim all through winter, and it's now January, February, and still going in.
Yeah, I mean, swimming in the winter seems like hell to me, to be honest. First, of being a person who likes their warmth, but in terms of like the first time you ever did it in the winter, what was like the feeling first getting into the water? Like pretty chilly, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I mean, I would say it got to about October, and it was probably starting to get to about maybe 11 degrees. And yeah, the first few times when it dipped, I think when it got to about 9, I thought it's a bit chilly. But it's, you know, it's really important to acclimatise. You don't just run in the winter. So I'd say probably about 4 to 6 cold dips in, I'd completely acclimatised. And I'm going in now, and it's 7 degrees, and I don't actually feel cold getting in. It's cold, don't get me wrong, but it's a good cold. It sounds nuts. I would never have thought I'd be doing this, but it's amazing. I love it.
Yeah. So in terms of like the mental health benefits of it, which is probably the main reason why we're talking about this today, how does it make you feel, and what sort of things does it release from inside of you? Like,
Yeah, absolutely. I sort of read about it as well, and you know, shared experiences with other people. I can only describe it as, if you wake up in the morning and maybe you're having a bad morning, you know, just because you're feeling down about lockdown, or maybe you've got anxiety, depression. For me, I go down to the sea, and it's like once you're in and your shoulders submerged, you just feel completely calm, and you feel sharp, you feel focused, and then you get out and you just feel completely alive and exhilarated. Your skin is glowing. It looks like, neon pink. Some people call it the Solent suntan, because you are literally, your whole skin is pink and your arms are frosty. I mean, it sounds awful, but it's a really positive cold. It's like a positive addiction. And I heard someone call it a seagasm. I don't know if I can say that. I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but you feel you've achieved something, you feel, sharp and focused for your day, and you just feel, or for me, I just feel alive and buzzing.
Yeah, definitely. Especially coming out of an adverse year, it's not been the greatest for anyone, and especially going through some personal issues yourself. Would you say that that's been a big catalyst in trying to help solve some of those, or make you feel a bit better about some of those?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's not just about the feeling you get from the water. Like, I feel I'm not the classic sea sort of cold world swimmer physique, and I don't get why I don't feel the cold of it. I really don't. But I'd say for me, it's like a natural sort of tonic. I'm very open. I've had anxiety in the past, and other, it's a lot of women that swim. Actually, we're all very open about, mental health and things like depression, anxiety.
So in terms of having like a group as well, that must be a big impact on mental health, especially in a time at the moment. I'm not sure whether you're allowed to see them or not, but in this current climate, but in terms of having that group as well, is maybe not just the water, maybe it's having that togetherness as well.
Yeah. So before the lockdown became that you could only meet one person, you could meet up in groups, socially distanced. And yeah, there's definitely, it's that community thing. You get out the water, you're in a rush to get cold, because that's when the after drop kicks in. You have a hot drink. People sometimes bring cookies or biscuits. So yeah, I've not just made like swim buddies. I have made proper friends, really good friends. And we now, at the moment, we're doing a sort of buddy up system, but really definitely looking forward to be able to get out in groups and have the swim, have the social afterwards. And yeah, it's really helped with isolation, definitely.
Amazing. So for last few, so in terms of the coming summer, what are the plans for open water swimming where you are? Is there any sort of something special being planned?
I did read something about there's a swim, you can swim across, it's a big swim, put it that way, across from the island to the mainland. But I think, I mean, at the moment, I'm just looking forward to, like, I try and swim every day. I feel like if I go back to the city, because I'm normally London based, trying to find ways to swim in lidos or lakes or ponds or whatever, because I can't imagine not having the sea in my life anymore, or having this cold water experience. So yeah, just definitely keep swimming, having a really good social life afterwards with people I've met, and yeah, just feeling really kind of healthy and happy.
It's amazing. So is there anything else you'd like to either talk about or shout out in terms of the open water swimming world?
I'd just say that even though I'm really fortunate that I'm by the coast, you can do it in places with rivers and lakes. I've seen pictures of people getting in freezing lakes in Wales. There is a massive online community. So there will be a group somewhere near you in the country, and just ask around and have a look online. And I just think, don't put any pressure on yourself. I just said I would swim, and if I stopped enjoying it because it got too cold, I'd wear a wetsuit, or I'd just stop and I'd pick it up again later in the year. And I loved it and I never stopped. But just listen to your body, do what makes you happy, and yeah, just don't put any pressure on yourself, just enjoy it.
That's amazing. So before we go, where can we find all of the like groups and social activities on social media?
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously, I don't know if I can say there's lots on Facebook, but there is a lot on Facebook. Definitely a shout out to Win the Morning, Win the Day. They're on Instagram, Facebook. They do lots of, it's a really good community, and they are on the South Coast, but I think they've got places all over the world now. Groups are popping up. Outdoor Swimming Isle of Wight. I know that's very specific to down here, but hopefully, the Isle of Wight will be open for visitors and people on holiday. So there's always going to be people swimming in the morning, dawn, dusk. So if you fancy it, join one of the groups and come for a swim.
That'd be amazing. Thank you so much for joining us, Jo. It's been great learning about another new sport that people can go and get into. If you did enjoy this and want to see more minority sports, or if you play a minority sport, let us know below and we'll chat to you and we'll get it spread out. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in a bit.